everyone, CompleteIndie here, and welcome to Battle of Wits. To celebrate the recent return to New Phyrexia, today we're going to be building a poison deck around Vishgraz the Doomhive. Vishgraz is a free with Menace and Toxic 1, and when it enters the battlefield, we create free 1/1 creature tokens that can't block with Toxic 1, and Vishgraz gets +1/+1 for each poison counter among your opponents. For those who don't remember, Toxic 1 is a new keyword from Phyrexia All Be 1, where whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. On top of that, if a player has 10 or more poison counters, they instantly lose the game. Vishgraz is amazing for poison strategies, unsurprisingly, so let's take advantage of that. With the first step being the most simple thing, cards that have Toxic and Infect. Cards like Bilious Skull Dweller, Jawbone Duelist, and Sheoldred's Headcleave are able to give our opponents poison counters in simple ways, and we can even run cards like Necrogen Rot Priest, Plague Nurse, and Slaughter Singer to make our cards with Toxic better. Infect functions in a much similar way, instead giving them equal to the damage in poison counters, and we've got cards like Glistener Elf, Putrefax, and Ichor Rats as perfect examples of it. Additionally, tokens with Toxic and Infect are also incredibly valuable. Basilica Shepherd, Might Overseer, and Phyrexian Swarmlord are all amazing to help create a ton of small but deadly tokens, and the Seed Core, Skrell's Hive, and Etchings of the Chosen, naming Phyrexian, allows these tokens to be better than usual. Speaking of Skrell and its Hive, the Defector Might and Cosmic Intervention are good for providing protection to our board. And to things we've already lost, Gliss's Retriever, Geth's Summons, and Plane-Wide Celebration are decent ways to get our stuff back. You might have noticed a few cards that care about how many poison counters are around, and luckily we have a way to make those better too. Many cards like Blowed Contaminator, Huatli's Raptor, and Karn's Bastion are able to proliferate, putting counters on players, creatures, and planeswalkers alike. But that's assuming we have cards. Luckily, cards like Containment Grafter, Ickle, Scion of Otreza, and Goliath Hatchery are able to give us card advantage, either from our deck or even our opponents. And, while we storm ahead with our Infectious Onslaught, we can also use some of those cards to remove our opponent's permanents with things like Cankerbloom, Annex Sentry, and Vivisection Evangelist. On top of that, cards like Fierce's Outbreak and White Sun's Twilight serve as effective board wipes. And finally, for ramp, we've got plenty of options, such as Mirror Conver, Glistening Sphere, and Myriad Landscape. And that's all there is to it. This deck is incredibly simple, and it came up to under $85 and can be found in full down in the description below. And hopefully, if it turns out as fun for you as it was for me, it'll be a fun deck. Poison counters have always been controversial in Magic, but in my personal opinion, it serves as a unique and exciting way to win, and considering you're likely the only poison player at your table, you've really got to give it your all to win. So I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, all will be won.